This global initiative on digital currencies is a joint effort between Stanford University in the United States and the ITU, and builds on many years of experience by the ITU in its work on digital financial services, on the Financial Inclusion Global Initiative, and a focus group on digital currencies to really look at this new trend around the world of cryptocurrencies, which are not backed by central banks or have no monetary backing behind them, and completely distributed. Another form of digital currency is the stable coin, which is a cryptocurrency that is pegged to either fiat currency or some other metals like gold or other means. And the third is what we call the central bank digital currency, CBDCs, which are really the form of money that exists only in digital form. And we already see at least 4 central banks around the world that have issued digital currency that is issued by the central bank and backed by monetary instruments, such as in the Bahamas, Jamaica, the Caribbean Central Bank, and of course Nigeria has its own digital currency. And the difference from maybe electronic currency that you and I use today, when you have it in your bank and you can see it on your electronic statement, is that the digital currency only exists in digital form. Whereas the currency we have today that is electronically stored in our bank, you can always go to an ATM machine and withdraw cash. So you can always transact it in cash. The digital currency only exists in digital form. Sustainable digital transformation, or green digital transformation, is one of the strategic priorities. We only have 2 strategic priorities in the ITU, with universal connectivity being the other. Smart standards are a very important tool in enabling this green digital transformation. Our space of ICTs, or digital world, has 2 facets when it comes to green. On one hand, we have to be careful on how much the digital space, the ICT equipment and so on, generates CO2. And on the other hand, we look at the opportunity that the digital space can offer in mitigating the energy consumption and the CO2 footprint of the other sectors. We are very grateful for Telecom Review to host our CXO meetings for the 6th time, because it allows us to implement one of the ITU resolutions called Resolution 68 on industry engagement, which asks the Secretariat and the Bureau of Standards of the ITU to have regular meetings with industry leaders to look at the new technologies and the new standards, and to provide a cooperation and coordination of this activity so that it moves into our study groups that you asked about earlier. And so the ecosystem that the Telecom Review, with the Leaders Summit being back-to-back with the CXO meeting, has provided us with an incredible venue to tap into those executives that have a very busy schedule and that would come for the Leaders Summit, but when we have the CXO meeting just a day before or after the Leaders Summit, they are able to come, and they do come quite engaged with new topics.